Thought I'd get some cool cloud action for you guys today. Expecting some thunderstorms later on. Hey, so what percentage of people retire at each age? I am getting this from a Mass Mutual survey that was just conducted recently. So this is the most up-to-date info that you're going to get. I know I posted a video about this, I think a year and a half ago, but now we got up-to-date info. So leave me some comments, guys. What age are you planning on retiring? If you've already retired, let me know what age you retired at. Very curious on that, just to give us an idea, because it's changing all the time. It really is. But let me give you a bunch of stats on what percentage of people retired at each age. So again, most of this is from a Mass Mutual survey. The average retirement age in 2024 is 62. In 1991, now this is kind of different. I didn't expect these stats. 1991, it was 57. 2022, it was 59. So in 2 years, the average retirement age has gone up 3 years. What's the reason for that? Let's look back all the way to 1991. A lot more pensions back there, right? I have a couple relatives that retired at 55 because they had a very nice pension. Could be one of the reasons. Another reason the age is going up, more boomers retiring, right? All kinds of reasons for that, but I was kind of surprised that the age has been going up as opposed to going the other way. The early retirees percentage is dropping. From the ages of 50 to 54, 6% of people retired in that age from 2016 to 2022 versus 9% retired in that age group before 2016. 55 to 59, 11% retired. 19% retired in that age group before 2016. I'm losing the sun. But isn't that awesome? Look at that sky. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's some more stats for you. By age 75, 89% of those working will have left the workforce. 89%. Okay, that makes sense, right? 75 years old. Kind of makes sense. But as you guys have known, probably from some of the stuff I have on my channel, the older age group for working, it's actually gone up, especially for people on moderate income. If you've got moderate income and you're looking to supplement that moderate income, get a part-time job, get a side hustle, whatever you want to call it, whatever wacky terms they're using now. It can help. Brings in that extra income that gives you peace of mind in your moderate income retirement. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this channel is for people on moderate income. If you think you might like that, like the video, and think about subscribing. Here's some more stats for you. By age, less than 1% retire before the age of 50. Okay, I think that's about right. 50 is early, man. I retired at 59. Let me get away from that shadow that's taking over my face, although it's probably going to hide the yellowing on my teeth, right? There you go. How's that? Is that better? 1% before the age of 50. That's really young. I retired at 59. Still considered early, but not that early, right? Okay, now this one is interesting. I got all this from Yahoo Finance article. The number of people that have signed up for Social Security. And this will kind of get us, give us an idea of when people are retiring. In 2022, 5.6 million people signed up for Social Security. Okay. 2021, 5.4 million people signed up for Social Security. Can I get rid of that shadow? There we go. 2020, 5.8 million signed up for Social Security. In 2019, 5.7 million signed up for Social Security. What Yahoo Finance article says is they are predicting 12% more people, well, they're not predicting this part. 12% more people will turn 65 each year for the next 4 years versus the previous 10. Therefore, this is what they're predicting. 6.3 million will sign up for Social Security in the next 4 years versus those years I gave you in the beginning, they were all under 6 million. All right? Interesting. Do I agree with that? I don't know. But it is an interesting outlook. I mean, you're talking about almost 500,000 more signing up for Social Security every year. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so here we go. Here are the actual ages that people retire at. And again, guys, leave me comments here. Can you even see me anymore? Can you see my eyeballs? Because the sun is going down swiftly here. It is 102 out here right now in the high desert. Got up to, what did it got to get up to today? 106. Yeah. So here we go. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, those who retire at less than 50 years old, or 50 and below, 1%. Okay? Those who retire from 50 to 54, 6%. Okay? These all sound about right. 55 to 60, about 13% retire early. 61 to 65, this is the biggest group, as you know, you could probably guess, right? 51%. You know what? Let me go over here. Let me see if I can give you a shot of this, because this is kind of a cool shot with these clouds. So 61 to 65, that's when most people are retiring. 51%. Makes sense, right? 66 to 69. Can I get those wires out of the shot? There we go. Look at those clouds. Those wires, man. Let me get rid of those wires. There's my friend Bob up there, Bob the Coyote. 66 to 69. 12% of people are retiring. Let me switch hands here. Always an exciting part of my videos. Ooh! I would give that a 9.6. That wasn't bad. 66 to 69, 12%. 70 to 74, 10%. 75 to 79, 4% are retiring then. Look at this. Now this kind of surprised me. 80 to 84 years of age, 5% of people are retiring at that age. That is still a big number. I wouldn't have thought that. I would have said, I don't know, 2%? Here's the 2% for you. 85 plus. 2% of people retire if they're 85 and older. That's about right. That 5% from 80 to 84, man, a lot of people are still working. But you know what, guys? Nowadays, with the uncertainty of just everything that's going on, right? The economy, the world in general, kind of makes sense. Now, in the 80s, okay, maybe, you know, I think a lot of those people are people that just like to work. They like to stay busy. And obviously, they're still in good health, right? Because after the age of 80, there's not that many years left for most people, right? Unless you have absolutely zero savings, okay, and your expenses are higher than maybe Social Security could take care of, okay, but that's pretty old to still be working. 80 to 84, 5%. So guys, give me comments. Again, when do you plan on retiring? What age? What, if you already have retired, what age have you retired at? Also, tell me when you're going to claim Social Security. Tell me if you also are living exclusively on your retirement funds or if you are working part-time in retirement. I just like gathering all the information that I can. You know, let me go over here. Let me see what's on the front. Anything good happening over here by the lake? Let's check it out. And I just like to have as much information as I can on you guys, my viewers. You know, what's your situation? Are you feeling good about your retirement? Are you not? Well, it's kind of hazy over here. What's going on? Oh, I see. I think we got another fire off there in the distance. That's why it's so hazy. That's not good. So anyway, guys, yeah, give me comments. You know, are you living mostly off your retirement income? Do you have part-time income? Are you living mostly off Social Security? You see that in the background, that haze? I think there might be another fire off there in the distance. One thing I didn't know before I moved up here, how often, if they said it's a high fire district, I didn't know it'd be this high fire district. So give me all that information, guys. I'm very curious. I always like to just get as much information about you guys as my viewers as I can. That helps me kind of tailor my topics to what I'm going to talk about on this channel. So again, as I've said before in videos, and I'll keep saying it, if you have anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Let me know that also in the comments. Really appreciate it, because I've done over 400 videos now. I know I've probably repeated some. Hopefully it's been a couple years between the repeats, so there's new information. But sometimes you run out of ideas, new, exciting ideas. So give me some. I'd love to do a video on whatever topics you guys want to propose. And as always, from the lovely, not too windy, but very hot. What's the temperature? I can see on my gauge. Oh, dropped under 100. Woo! It's chilly out here. As always, we got this.